Hey, Sneekylinux back again. Quick video for you for tonight. No War Thunder. No, not tonight. Tonight I'm just going to be telling you what I've been up to for the past 6 weeks at least, isn't it, really? Apart from work and all stuff like that, and schools and stuff like that. Got myself a 3D printer, didn't I? Yeah. Couldn't resist it. Price was good. People were good. Yeah, enough said. And I've been really doing a lot of stuff, okay? Natural effects got to the point I've had to learn AutoCAD and 3D CAD printing and stuff like that, and designing. Blimey, I mean, I was never good at Blender in the best of times, really, to be honest. Yeah, I won't Blender out for you anyway. Why a bit of a drinkage. Hang on. Now, Blender is an ideal platform for designing stuff. And you can design it in 2D first, then create it to 3D. But, well, I've done bits in Blender, but not too much. And I should really know better, shouldn't I, really? I should have worked a bit harder. So anyway, see you later. I'll end this off here. This is the printer I got. It's the Flashforge Dreamer. Apparently it's a business level dual extrusion printer, 3D printer. Which means it's got two heads, two print heads, so you can do two colours at the same time, or two materials, whatever you want to. Now this place was about an hour and a half, 2 hours drive from where I live. And I actually drove to pick it up, okay? Because I wanted to see it in the flesh before I actually paid my shekels, if you know what I mean. And I got their starter pack, so I'll click here for you and you'll see what I mean. This site is a bit slow, I do apologise. And with that you get Simplifies 3D, which is probably the best product out there at the moment, if you don't know what you're doing like me. Okay. There's lots of other slices out there, and I've tried some Repetier and stuff like that. But as I'm quite new to it, this was the one I thought it was worth paying the extra pennies for. Blah, 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 blah. So with this you get the printer, the software, and the colour for PLA, PHA stuff, or filament, which was good for me. The guys there were really good, really nice guys. I've emailed them several times, they email straight back, or there's a live chat they have on their site, or you can just ring them, but you won't be able to get through if you just ring them. I'll be honest with you, they must be pummeled with phone calls all the time. They have a lot of printers on show there, which I really liked. It was really good. As you can see, it was down here, okay? Bloody miles away. But we got into old Sneekylinux Mark II. It went just fine. We got there easy peasy. Trouble is, we got there so easy, wife made me go into IKEA on the way back. More money that I ain't got. Never mind, but we had a good time. Anyway, so that's the bits I bought. And actually, I've had no problems whatsoever printing it. I mean, I've had some nozzles bunch up for my own fault for not doing stuff correctly. But apart from that, yeah, it's really fine. I've done some nice pieces. I'm about to start my first hand, basically. If anybody ever heard of Enable, they make prosthetic hands for kiddies. They're not electronic, they're all manual. And so I'm basically going to do that with it. That's what I want to do, you know. Why not? That's good stuff. But now, on the other hand, if you've never done CAD stuff before, now remember I work in primary and secondary school. You've never done CAD where before, and I've very rarely touched on it. How do you start? I mean, I've opened up AutoCAD and OpenSCAD and stuff like that, or OpenSCAD. I've actually started doing it quite good in there. And I had a little look around and I found this, okay? BoxCAD, it's like Scratch for CAD. No, really, it's Scratch for CAD. I couldn't believe it. Really easy to use. I won't take you to their Prezi, which is like a little, presentation on how to do it. But if I open up the stuff, okay, we'll try it here. What about BoxCAD? It's all web-based. It's now been open sourced, right? Originally, they did do a Kickstarter, but it didn't make that money. And what they've done, it's all on GitHub now, so you can go and get it, package it, and use it yourself. So they put in a cube here, basically, is what you do. So it's the same sort of thing as Scratch, which is what I use in my primary and secondary school stuff. And basically, to render it, it renders your cube, look. Super duper. And you can generate your STL and print it out, which for like 7 to 11-year-olds is going to be fantastic. Because just using code for kiddies is just not good for them, you know what I mean? They just haven't got the patience to use it. But this is going to be fantastic. I'm going to try and start using it in schools soon. Okay? So thanks, guys. That's the Einstein Workshop or something like that. Yeah, really good. So anyway, we'll get rid of that. Now this is the Simplifier 3D software. It is really, really, really easy to use. I mean, when you first start 3D printing, you download stuff from Thingiverse and sites like that, and you run it through the slicer, which is what it's called, a slicer. It slices your prints up, does all this stuff. You may notice some of these guys. There's Joe, he does some stuff online, not too bad. Likes his drink, like me. I think he likes a bit more than me sometimes. 8 guys, and Jeremy from 3D Universe. And it is so bloody easy, so I'm going to open it up for you in a minute and show you, okay? So yeah, that was good. We'll close it. Now, on top of this, I've been watching a lot of videos and stuff, and I thought, well, I need to print some really small, flexible parts, but I don't want to use the printer I'm using here because it's not really good at flexible parts, apparently. And I backed the Trinus, okay? The Trinus. It's no belts, it's all steel screw rods. It's quite a small thing, and does quite small prints, but that's ideal for what I want to use it for. And they only wanted, like, not a lot. They went about $40,000, over $1.5 million. There's pre-production stuff already going out to people as well. If you watch Makers and Muse, he's built one. Yeah, built one. I'll try and put him in the description if I remember. Okay, but I probably won't remember. And people have had them, and they're using the pre-production versions, and they work really, really well. So yeah, so I'm going to have 2 printers. The delivery date's supposed to be August. Should we say November, December? Give it a bit of time. You know it's going. Yeah, that was it. But yeah, try this. Nice little printer. See, this is why I'm still using Linux. I don't use anything else but Linux. And Simplify 3D runs on Linux, and so does Repetia, and quite a lot of other slicing software. Okay. And I've actually tidied up my desk for you. And I've been using Mesh Mixer as well, and I've got a lot of other programs for doing 3D stuff. My brain's on fire though. I'll be really honest with you, it's on fire. I'm smoking out of my ears, man. I'm twisting the melon. Now, Mesh Mixer is available for Linux, as you can see, because we're in Linux. But maybe have a bit of a problem. When you install it, it does say it's not installed properly, but it actually runs perfectly. You just get an error. So I might have to repackage it and do it myself, because I actually downloaded the file, the deb file. So yeah, that was that bad way. Simplify 3D. Yeah, I'm going to quickly show you that. Because if you're using Linux, some of you may not do 3D printing or something like that, or you might want to get into it and buy one of the smaller printers like the Trinus or the Mini 3D Up and stuff like that. They're around about 200, 300 quid, so you know, you can get some quite cheap ones. So anyway, go to my file system. I haven't actually put a shortcut on the desktop for it, so let's do that. Simplify 3D, launch the script, and here we are. And there's a lady, okay, with a swimming costume on, guys, alright? So don't be stupid. I'll delete that, and we're going to import a file. Now we're going to import, a spiral vase. The Flash Forge has got a reasonably large print volume, but it's not enormous. Right? It's not enormous. So if we go to, oh, okay, double spiral vase. Okay. So if you import as an STL, this is when you're doing CAD stuff, you make it into an STL file. Simplify 3D will be able to open that like so. Now, as you can see, that's a bit big for my build volume. Can you see? Far too big. So what we do, we'll double click it and we'll scale it down a little bit so it'll actually fit in my build area. Like so. Okay, done. Now this is going to take an awful long time to do stuff, okay? I think that's actually solid. We'll soon find out when I don't prepare to print. So if I go to add, I'm just going to print it in PLA because PLA is as cheap as chips and it's quicker. Alright, it's a lot harder. You can't use different materials and different stuff, but if you've done 3D printing, you'll know. If you want to see more videos on 3D printing, I will do them, okay? You know, I'm really busy at the moment and I'm going to try and get videos out at least once every other day. I'm not going to promise like I did before because things are going mental here. Anyway, I'm just going to keep to these like pre-programmed stuff that I've set for it already and just click OK. So your process is done. I'm prepared to print, and this is where it slices it, okay? So there we go. It's slicing it from the baby, and there it is. And I'm going to rotate that, and I think that is solid. So that'd just be an ornament, okay? Now all these things you can see here are rafts, they're just supports. So it doesn't actually collapse in on itself. So I'll scroll that a bit, go back in, and go to there. I'll go back here, you can see how it's going to print. It tells you line by line what it's going to do, look. And can you see them supports and rafts going in as it's building up? Now this is on 10% infill, okay? So it's going to be a honeycomb structure in the middle. You can change that to whatever structure you want. And I'm not going to show you right now. See, goes again. Goes along. I've printed quite a few of these, and this printer does it absolutely perfect. And Sneaky Wife was really, really impressed. That's how it does it. Super. If I go to layer, this one's a little bit different. It does it layer by layer. And this is how it's going to print layers. Can you see? So if you've got something you're not sure of, you can go through this procedure and find out if it's going to print correctly or if it's going to fall over and die. Yeah. But yes, that's Simplified 3D. That's basically. I'll probably do some more on this at some stage in the future, but not right now. Okay. But no, yeah, I just wanted to tell you what I was up to really, and that's what I've been up to. I know. So apart from playing War Thunder, obviously, I still do quite a bit of that, as you may have noticed. I've had a couple of games tonight. They've all been watching Eurovision on the TV here. Yeah, Ukraine won. Who would have thought that? Yeah. It's quite good this year, actually. I was quite impressed. Sweden done a really good job. Most people in the UK and Europe do watch it. You have a little party and drinkages and food. Some of it's really cooly, but actually this year it was no corn, was it? No cornages. No, I know. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. I'll see you soon. Sneaky Linux going out. I'll see you later, by the way.